Good morning still. I had a bit of a dilemma. My tent broke this morning putting it away. So I had to add to my route to go to go outdoors where I bought the tent from. They didn't have any spare tent poles. I didn't want to have to buy a new tent, so I've got some bits to do a bit of a repair job when I get to the campsite. I'm gonna do that. Bit of a nightmare, but it hasn't cut my journey short, not yet. I always bring gaffer tape with me, so I'm gonna gaffer tape it up. So I don't know where the chuff I am, just in some sort of rest stop. Oh, catching a bit. Quick update. I've stopped. I don't really need fuel just yet, but I was hungry, my back was hurting, so I thought I would stop for a bit. Just been through the Lake District, heading towards the Forest of Bowland. I know I've been there on one of my other trips, but thought I'd do a little bit more exploring of that sort of area. Again, it was a really nice place last time I went, so why not? I'm going to camp there again. Last night it was cold. Like I says, that heated vest, game changer, absolute game changer. I would highly recommend people, anyone that wants to go camping and they're worried that the temperature's going to drop through the night, definitely get one, and a good sleeping bag. Yeah, it was definitely cold when I got out of the sleeping bag to go for a wee. Felt like it was in the minuses. Inside, it's nice and snug and warm. Right up until about 3, and that's when the temperatures really started to drop. Must have got to close to 0. But it weren't icy or anything. It was bloody cold. I was snug and warm though, like I said, as soon as I got that heater on. It's lovely. It was lovely, yeah. Tired. I had a good night's sleep. Slept better last night. A lot better last night, actually. That camping cot isn't very comfortable, but I think you get used to it. I think you definitely get used to it. I mean, I'm enjoying myself, and I could carry on. I'm usually on my way home by now. This is like the 3rd day, but I've done an extra day, so I'm doing 4 days away. It really feels like I'm getting into it now. I think I could do another couple of days easy. There's everything I need to survive on the bike. But yeah, I'm going to head to Forest of Bowland. See you in a bit. Right. Turns out that this campsite is off the beaten track. I mean, it's like a dirt road. You go into a farm, and he says, oh, it's up on top of a hill. You've got to sort of go off road. And well, it turns out that that bike is not off road. There's just no off road about that. There's just I tried to film it, but I've run out of space because I only brought the one camera. I couldn't film it, so basically I took my bike onto the off-road track, and it went down. and I hit the deck. I managed to pick it up myself. Pick the bike up myself. That's how light the bike is. So I ended up having to go get the farmer. The farmer helped me push the bike out of the mud, and then I've left the bike in his. He's got a barn. I've left my bike in his barn, and he brought all of my stuff up to top of hill in his 4x4. So I managed to. I think I've lost my. Either it's still in my bike or it's in his 4x4. My little shield for my stove, little windshield. I'll have a look at my bike. I'll walk back down in a bit. But I set my tent up. I put my tarp up as well, so I've got it's hammering it down. So I've got a little bit of space outside to sit and cook. And hopefully that'll keep the rain off my tent. It's piss wet through in my tent. I've got the let me spin the heater on in there, trying to dry off. It's drying off little patches at a time. So it's dried off that little bit, and then all of this bit here is all wet around it, and it's all wet in there. It's all wet on the floor there, and all my electronics are wet. My helmet's soggy wet through, the bike gear's soggy wet through, my clothes are soggy wet through, I'm soggy wet through, the tent's soggy wet through. The only thing dry is my sleeping bag, which is good because I need that to sleep in, and that's because it was in a dry bag, so I would definitely recommend those dry bags 100%. I was wanting to do a review of that Triumph Tiger 660. I will have to add that there is no off-road about it. It's a bit shitty when it comes to the adventure side. It's supposed to be an adventure tourer, but those tyres, they're great on the road. In the wet, it's, you know, the tyres are that good. It's like riding in the dry. They're brilliant. The Road 5s, absolutely amazing. But off-road, bit of mud, nothing. It just spins and spins, and your bike ends up in an hole. However, it is light and you can pick it up yourself. There's a knack to it. But yeah, no, I dropped my bike. I'm gonna have to double check over it that I've not cracked anything. I've got a slight feeling it fell in mud, so hopefully that cushioned it. But it had me on it, fully loaded, like the weight of a person on the back. So there's like 2 people on it, and it went down. Well, but my SD card's full as well. I never brought a second camera. I've only brought the one camera, so I can't film anymore. And this is the end of day 3. I'll keep you updated on my phone, but not going to be able to film any more riding. Sad. But I got here nice and early. It's 3 o'clock now and I'm all set up, so I might take a walk out. I'm going to go see if I can find my shield. It says that there's a little cafe down the road, so I'll see if it's in walking distance. But I've just made myself a little cup of coffee just for the now. But I'm sat in the dry, so I've got the tarp. I've got a tarp, look. I've got the tarp, my tent's in it, and I've got a little nice area here to cook in, and to sit in, and to cook. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy just to stay here, to be honest. I'll have to have a look, see if I've got some signal. Yeah, I've got a signal. I can sit and watch some telly. I'm happy. Ah, crap. Hi. Just got back to my tent. It is heaving it down. Absolutely heaving it down. Oh, I've got a bit of a wet back. But I'm actually quite proud of how well I've coped with this. And how self-sufficient I am. I'll just move a minute so you can see me. There you go. No, I am. I've got a dry sleeping bag. That is the main thing. I can't recommend those dry bags enough. Waterproofs. I can't recommend waterproofs enough. Outer layer of waterproofs over your motorcycle clothing. Whatever motorcycle clothing you've got, waterproofs. 100%. Tarp. That is really handy if you can get the thing up. This is the first time I've had this tarp up this journey, so 3 nights away. Only one of them I've managed. So it was just too windy at Adrian's Wall, too windy at the North Yorkshire Moors. Yeah, but it gave me a dry place to sit outside and cook. That way I'm not cooking in my porch, which is rather dangerous. You don't want to do that. If you can avoid it, avoid it. But yeah, no, I mean, I've got everything I need with me. I just cut my toenails. Do you know what I mean? I've got everything I need. I had a headache yesterday. Took a painkiller. You don't have to not have things. You know? Yeah, the weather's miserable. I've got the heater on there, drying off the porch. It's quite dry in there now. It's dry in here. Got a tiny bit of a wet back, so I think I may need them. Oh no, I was dry when I got in, and when I took the waterproofs off. But I went out and rubbed my back against the inside of the tarp there. That tarp isn't fantastic. Keeping out the rain. I'm not sure how that rain is getting in, but it's getting wet on the inside. No idea. But sitting under it, it keeps the majority of the rain off. But yeah, no, I'm going to settle down now, watch a bit of telly. You're not going to see any riding anymore. I've run out of space on my SD card, so usually in the morning I'd film a little bit of my journey home just to finish the documentary off, but I cannot this time. So right, it's been an interesting day. It really has. I don't believe I went down on that bike. Absolutely covered it in mud. All down one side. But then it started raining and rained it all off. By the time I got a chance to have a picture taken, because I put it in the barn, you see, the farmer there, he says, put your bike in there in the barn, the cows won't damage it, it'll be fine. Cows are in a pen, it's in there with cows. In the barn there, and he took me to Top of Hill in the back of his 4x4, chucked all my stuff in there, so I pitched up in the rain, so that's why everything's got soaked, apart from obviously my sleeping bag. But everything's dried out now with a camping heater. Pretty cool. These were clean on today. As soon as I put them on, put the tent away, it covered in mud. I don't mind. It's good fun. I went on a proper adventure. It's been a proper adventure. Don't know how much of it you've seen, but I had a bit of a problem when it came to storage space for filming. So you've not seen much of it. Never mind. Well, catch you in a bit.